Good morning, guys. How you all doing? So, I'm Dr. Ibekwe again, or Dr. Ike Bex, as you know me, and I'm going to give you some tips about the Nigerian Primaries examination. Right. So, about 2 days ago, a friend of mine who just finished his house job contacted me and asked me how to prepare for Nigerian Primaries. And I decided to share out some tips with every one of you, my subscribers, and your friends, and whoever comes to view my channel. All right. So basically, the Nigerian Primaries examination is the board exam, like a board exam, in order for one to be qualified to practice to start up a residency training. Right. There are two types of primaries. Basically, you have the West African. I have the national. The national is just for those who desire to do their residency training in Nigeria and recognized basically in Nigeria, while the West Africa is for those who want to do their training in any other place, inclusive of Nigeria, any other West African country. So you're eligible and your degree is recognized in those regions as well. All right. So now let's go into the details. I wrote the national primaries, the one that's done and set and organized by the Nigerian system. Okay. So previously, the national primaries was actually a true/false exam format. So a question could have like multiple answers. I have to select it. The first option is A, true; B, true; C, false, that sort of thing. And later that was phased out, and now it's just single best answer. And I was very happy because that is my favorite. I wasn't trained in the true false method. However, there's still the negative marking, which was carried on from the previous format, from the previous exam format. So how did I prepare for my examination? Basically, I used only 1 month to prepare, and I'll tell you this: that's a very risky thing to do. I think it was just the grace of God, because I am a Christian, I'm a believer, and I prayed like hell during that period, and God saw me through. So I have to give Him the glory for that. Then, with regards to the materials I used, right? I joined a Telegram group called Health Pilot, which is Health Pilot. So I joined the Health Pilot Telegram group, and in that group is they have for different disciplines, and I joined the internal medicine group. So I was able to get previous questions from the group. The group admin had a bunch of questions starting from September, starting from 2004 basically. So they had like a compilation of past questions, which I got the hard copy. I paid for it and they sent the hard copy to me. Then I also got something which is called the updates. Updates are basically materials which updates are basically classes which are organized by the Nigerian primaries, by the Nigerian medical sector basically, and the primaries organization basically, for those who want to write the examination. So they get an update course, they get taught certain things and certain changes in the health sector which will probably come out in the examination. So you learn those things, and it's quite good. So I didn't go for the program, but like I said, I was able to get those materials from Health Pilot. And I also had my Oxford handbook close by, and I can say these are the 3 basic resources I used to work. So I'm going to just go through them again. First, from the last one, the Oxford handbook, the update course materials, and also past questions. So I basically use these 3 things, and I studied it every single day. All right, and I did that for a month. Okay, so what really helped me my studying, apart from these 3 things, was a Telegram group. So because of the about 200, the past questions were like from 2004, so there were like a lot of questions. What I did was that I spoke to many friends, many colleagues who have written this examination before, and they said, bro, most questions they are repeated. Okay, they are basically repeated, majority of them. So I said, probably the best thing for me to do is to study the most recent questions if they are going to be repeated. So with the aid of Telegram, I was able to search back to like 2017, right? January 2017. So I started reviewing all the questions and all the examinations from 2017, just to get myself ready. and I did that in cycles. I did that in cycles, about 4 or 5 cycles I did reviewing this thing. And also in the Telegram group, in the Health Pilot Telegram group, they actually do reviews as well. So they bring up questions and they have discussion classes and they teach and they explain things, and sometimes the explanations are great and sometimes they're not really good. So in that situation, you just have to use your books, your textbooks. Like I use my Oxford handbook. I use it to review most questions to make sure that okay, the answers here are correct, or worst case scenario, I check online to make sure I'm actually working with the right material. Anyways, to cut the long story short, it took me 1 month to study. On the day of the examination, it was computer based, so there were many of us that went in there. We sat down and we started the examination, and to my surprise, about 100 questions were repeated. About 100 questions were repeats, and I had to study, brainstorm for the remaining 100, and it was quite amazing. So I just gave you these tips right now, and I hope it's going to be useful to someone. If you have any questions, if you have any doubts, you could always type it down in the comments, and I'm going to guide you accordingly. Okay, that's pretty much it. So probably my next video, I'm going to be talking about private practice versus government practice in Nigeria. Okay, and that'll be coming out next week, so you guys should stay tuned. Please like and subscribe if this makes sense to you, and share with your friends. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, peace.